Welcome back to What TV, everybody. It's your boy Ace. Thank you for rocking in. Thank you for tapping the subscribe, like button, and coming back for another audio adventure. Listen, guys, we are the best reaction news coverage channel out there. Everybody else, come on. They're not tapping in how we're tapping in. If you haven't heard our last announcement, if there is a situation going down between migrants from DC to Boston, we're going to try to cover it and give you our live footage. Our live footage. So you got to let us know by reacting and commenting in the comment section if that's something that you guys are going to want in the future, and we will run that for you. Meanwhile, we will be covering the debates coming up in the 2024 election because we have been covering the migrant situation so closely. I think it's only appropriate that we continue to follow that into the election and bring that to our viewers. So we will be having live coverage of that coming up pretty soon. So you're going to want to check out the announcements. Now, imagine people all across the country have been not only taking in migrants, but they have also been hiring migrants, whether that be your Home Depots, personally hiring migrants to do jobs around their businesses and homes. I mean, if you haven't went to a Home Depot in one of the sanctuary cities, if you don't happen to live in a sanctuary city, you may not know about this. But if you do, like myself, if you go to a Home Depot, you will know that the crowd of people and gentlemen, men, that are showing up to these Home Depot is rather large. And it's only a matter of time till we get into a story about that. So if you don't know, down in Arizona, they're presenting a bill to possibly give a felony. Yes, they have laws that are trying to be put into place that would give citizens felonies if you hire a migrant. If you come across a migrant and you're trying to give them some type of employment, you might be fined. I wonder what is going to be the penalty on corporations that hire migrants unknowingly. I mean, things that make you go what? Things that make you go what? Let's just run into this video. They're giving out felonies. Felonies. A lot of things are happening down in the Arizona section, man. People from Arizona, let us know your thoughts. Because right here we have Border Patrol going crazy, and they have fake Border Patrol cars. Let's just run into this video real quick, and then we're going to hop into the main event.
Say they've made arrests after intercepting a fake Border Patrol vehicle. The chief agent of the Tucson sector says it's the second time this has happened this week. He says they arrested the driver of the cloned vehicle along with 11 undocumented people they believe were involved in human smuggling. A Border Patrol agent was also assaulted during the arrest. The agency says the case is being investigated by Homeland Security.
Wow. Wow. You see it for yourself. I mean, they have fake Border Patrol cars running back and forth, doing shifts, dropping people off down in Arizona. Things that make you go, what? Let's just get into this felony story and tell me your thoughts. Do you think everyday citizens should be fined, given felonies to give employment and offer help to migrants? What if they really need their employment? Let me know your thoughts. Should even people possibly be given misdemeanors or felonies if they house migrants? Because, I mean, if you're giving out felonies for employing migrants, what if you house migrants? And what are these people to do if they're looking for opportunities? Things that make you go, what, people? Tell me your thoughts.
Want voters to decide if businesses should be criminally penalized for hiring illegal workers. State House Speaker Ben Toma has introduced the ballot initiative, which cleared its first hurdle on Monday, moving it one step closer to November's ballot. Scripps News national correspondent Adi Guajardo explains.
The border remains at the top of the agenda for lawmakers across the country. This fiscal year, border crossings along the southwest border increased 10% compared to the same time the previous year. And illegal entry into Arizona remains high. So far this year, migrant encounters in the Tucson sector spiked 130% compared to last year. To deter migrants from calling the Sunbelt state home, Republican lawmakers in Arizona announced a plan they coined as one of the toughest immigration laws ever written.
If this ballot initiative passes, illegal aliens will have every reason to leave the state of Arizona.
Arizona Republican House Speaker Ben Toma introduced a proposal to expand and repurpose a federal employment verification program known as E-Verify. It's already required in Arizona. But under the new plan, employers will face a felony if they fail to verify their employees' legal status. Toma says the move will save the state billions of dollars annually.
We may not be able to do the federal government's job, but we can definitely stop Arizona from becoming like California.
What? Listen, gone in 60 seconds. Oakland, California, listen up. New York, Colorado, Chicago, Boston, sanctuary cities all across America. Listen up to Arizona. They ain't playing, man. They giving out felonies soon, man. And these migrants, they will scatter into your cities. So if you think you have a problem, you definitely gonna have a problem after these migrants start leaving Arizona, because they're gonna be shutting things down, giving out felonies to everyday citizens who try to hire and probably try to provide some type of support. Because what's next? They're probably saying, hey, if you housing these people, you're gonna get fined. And these people are gonna start leaving and going to your sanctuary city, whether you live in Chicago, Colorado, Tennessee, Atlanta, Florida, New York. I mean, they're putting the brakes down in Arizona. We need to rile up and start making Mayor Adams, Mayor Brandon Johnson, bring some tougher enforcement laws and at least start putting some things in place, because Arizona, they ain't playing, man. They are not playing in Arizona. What TV? Let us know your thoughts.
Toma says the move will save the state billions of dollars annually.
We may not be able to do the federal government's job, but we can definitely stop Arizona from becoming like California.
Earlier this month, independent U.S. Senator Kyrsten Sinema of Arizona introduced a bipartisan immigration bill to overhaul the asylum system and crack down on illegal immigration. But the bill was deemed dead on arrival by the majority of congressional Republicans and former President Donald Trump, who lobbied against it. Much like Arizona, Texas and Florida are cracking down on immigration with their own laws. On March 1st, Senate Bill 4 takes effect. The new Texas law signed by Republican Governor Greg Abbott makes it a state crime to enter Texas illegally. Over in Florida, last May, Governor Ron DeSantis, a Republican, signed what his team called an anti-illegal immigration law to combat the border crisis. It's similar to the Arizona proposal. The Florida law requires private employers to use the E-Verify system, expands penalties, and adds fines for employers who fail to follow the law. Immigration advocates have rallied against this law and others like it. Back in Arizona, Democrats already oppose the resolution, saying it will only create employee shortages.
It does nothing to actually solve the issue. What it does is it creates a path for creating a problem.
Toma and fellow Arizona House Republicans hope to get the proposal on the November ballot and let voters decide.
Wow. You see it and hear it for yourself. Democrats are trying to oppose this new bill. They're trying to go against this new bill, saying that they'll have a shortage of workers. What? We have citizens all across the country who are looking for employment. And you see that Florida and Arizona, they're putting some hefty fines on people. I mean, it says you can be fined $1,000 per a day if you're employing a migrant. Get the word out. Do we need to have Mayor Adams, Mayor Brandon Johnson, and other mayors? Do we need to put them under pressure, and our lawmakers put them under pressure to put similar laws in New York and Chicago? Chicago, let us know. New York, let us know. Please. We might have to put the pressure on New York and Chicago citizens to start following Arizona. New York, Chicago, we know you're listening. You might want to tell Brandon Johnson and Mayor Adams to take a look at what they're doing down in Arizona. And let me know your thoughts. Do you think migrants should be able to be offered the opportunity to work? Some are here legally and some are not. Do you think their path to working should be granted? Should it be an easy one? Because this might be a problem. If people, we see it down there in Randall's Island in New York yesterday, a couple of days ago. If people are not given opportunity, they might be in an uproar. So if we're not going to give people jobs and they don't have housing, we're going to have to return these people, man, because sooner or later they're going to be in an uproar and they're going to be coming after everyday citizens. You let me know your thoughts. Tap in, tap in. You already know, tap in.